The town of Ferdinand has its budget for 2014. We'll give you a breakdown of what was passed last night. Plus, a local fire department has received a grant to help replace equipment. We'll have more on that. And Kurt Guxell talks with Forest Park head football coach Ross Foose later in sports. All of that and much more is up next here on 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We begin tonight with an update on an ongoing manhunt that has police looking in hideouts in as many as 3 states. Jasper police say they have gotten more than 50 tips on the whereabouts of 28-year-old Randall Kratzer Jr. Kratzer Jr. is wanted on rape and sexual battery warrants in DuBois County following an incident back on August 30th. He is accused of forcing his way into the apartment of his estranged wife before battering and raping her. The victim was able to escape and call police at a neighboring apartment. Kratzer Jr. had already left the scene by the time officers arrived. Police say that tips so far have pointed them towards possible hiding areas in Indiana as well as in Illinois and Kentucky. Multiple law enforcement agencies are working with Jasper police as the search for Kratzer Jr. continues. Anyone with any information on Kratzer's whereabouts is asked to call Jasper police at 482-2255 or the anonymous tip line at 481-COPS. A Huntingburg woman landed behind bars last night after police were tipped off about possible drug activity. Huntingburg police went to an apartment in the 800 block of Shelby Street at around 11 p.m. last night after receiving an anonymous tip that drug activity might be taking place at that apartment. Upon their arrival there, police spoke with 33-year-old Heather Gibbs and advised her of the complaint. Gibbs, who resided in the apartment, told police that the only contraband in the apartment was a pipe used for smoking marijuana. Gibbs gave her consent to search the entire apartment. Upon searching the apartment, police found 4 different types of controlled substances ranging from Schedule 2 to Schedule 4. Gibbs told police that she had no prescription for the pills that were found and they did not belong to her. Police say the pills were found in a pill bottle with Gibbs's information on it, but the pills inside did not match the label on the bottle. Gibbs was arrested and lodged in the DuBois County Security Center. She is facing 4 Class C felony counts for possession of a controlled substance and a Class A misdemeanor for possession of paraphernalia. The 4 controlled substance counts are considered as Class C felonies since the apartment complex Gibbs lived in was classified as government housing. The DuBois County Sheriff's Department assisted Huntingburg police. Budget season is wrapping up and the town of Ferdinand has its new budget. Last night, the Ferdinand Town Council formally approved the city's 2014 budget. The budget, which totals $1,930,924, includes a general fund of $1,018,666. Other funds included in the budget are rainy day, road and street, motor vehicle and highway, park, cumulative capital improvement, cumulative capital development, casino riverboat, continuing education, and economic development income tax or EDIT credit. The town's advertised tax rate for 2014 is just under 77 cents per $100 of assessed value, which is an increase of 22% from last year's 63 cents per $100 of assessed value tax rate. The assessed value for the town came in at just over $88.8 million for 2014, which is down 15% from last year's assessed value of $104.5 million. Ferdinand Town Council President Ken Seacard says this year's process of coming to a budget was aided by cost-saving efforts by town department supervisors.
It went pretty smooth because our supervisors did a very good job of making sure that they're only asking for the necessary items. There's not fluff in this thing. It is needed items, and we were well pleased with what they did.
The total tax levy in this year's budget comes out to $680,425. The budget now goes to the Indiana Department of Local Government Finance for its approval. Also last night, the council heard a proposal from Paul Vogirl Jr., the owner of Jasper-based Monster Recycling of Indiana Incorporated, for a new recycling service in the town. Last night, Vogirl Jr. proposed a service in which each household in the town would have to buy a bin and participate in the service. The bins would cost $10.73 each, and that cost would be a one-time cost. Vogirl Jr. also told the council that he already collects recyclables from several Ferdinand businesses, so businesses could be included in his plan. Seacard says it is a good idea and one that would be of benefit to the town.
I think it's very positive. I know we do recycling at home, and we take them out to the county landfill pieces. And I know that has cut our trash, pickup down immensely. Of course, getting rid of all our children into college and stuff has also helped out a lot. But for a couple, it takes us a week to get or 2 weeks to actually get a full bag of trash. Now, if I threw all my recycle in there, I'd be doing probably 2 bags a week. So yeah, this would definitely help out. It would decrease the amount of trash that we have to pick up and haul. And at the same time, it's going to help keep stuff out of the landfill.
The council decided to have Vogirl Jr. meet with council member Debbie Johnson and Street Superintendent Tom Leakin to iron out details. They will report back to the council at a future meeting. In other business last night, the council approved an additional $30,000 appropriation for the current year's budget. That money would be transferred from the town's electric department to the general fund. That appropriation is still subject to approval from the Department of Local Government Finance. The council also heard from Police Chief Ricky Patton that the department was able to obtain 3 separate grants totaling $3,400 for various departmental needs. These were an $1,800 grant from Du Bois County Substance Abuse, a $500 grant from Indiana University, and $1,100 in federal grant money. In final notes, CCARD informed the council and those in attendance last night that there will be a special meeting tomorrow evening to address the application process for the town manager's position. That meeting is set to start at 6:30 p.m. and the public is invited to attend. A local fire department will now be able to buy new firefighting technology courtesy of a major foundation grant. The Indiana Department of Homeland Security Foundation has awarded the Ireland Volunteer Fire Department a $4,000 grant to help with the purchase of a new thermal imaging camera in order to help firefighters check for hot spots after a fire and to help with search and rescue missions. The foundation has approved over $373,000 in statewide grant funding of up to $4,000 for each grant to Hoosier fire departments, law enforcement agencies, and emergency medical services. The focus of the foundation is to support the future of public safety and to provide grant funding to local agencies for critical public safety needs across the state. The Ireland department is looking to buy a new generation thermal imaging camera, which will cost the department $6,200, replacing a worn-out unit. The additional funds for the camera will come from a $3,000 grant that was announced back in May from the William Rudolph Jr. Donor-Designated Endowment, which is managed by the Du Bois County Community Foundation. Excess funds from the 2 grants will be used to buy a radio for the new 2014 Pierce pumper truck that the department will take delivery of this coming Monday. The new pumper truck will replace a 1980 model. Coming up after the break, your local forecast, sports with Kurt Buchsel, and Inform featuring Donna Oding and Megan Durloff discussing the Truth or Consequences drug program. That's all up next here on 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.